So I'd like to invite you to place a blanket on your mat. So roll a blanket all the way out, flat on your mat. This makes it a bit cozier for you lying on the floor, but we're also going to bring the corners of the blanket and wrap it around our head and shoulders and get really, really snuggly. So legs up the wall. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You're going to take your bottom as close to the wall, the door, the radiator, whatever it is that you're using. You can also place your legs up the sofa. So your legs are going to come up and bend and the lower leg will rest on the top of the sofa, whatever feels right for you. It's a beautiful thing about restorative yoga is that you just do it to feel what feels good. Okay, you don't have to worry quite so much about the alignment and the foundation. You just want to get really nice and cozy. So once you've got your legs up the wall, grab hold of the corners of your blanket. Bring those corners right into your shoulders. Again, don't do this if you are claustrophobic or you struggle with feeling too hot, hot flushes, or if you have any kind of, if it's going to trigger any kind of trauma. You bring that blanket nice and cozy and all the way in, all the way around you. Now, if you want to, you can even bring the blanket over your eyes and really close down all those senses. Again, reducing that sensory overload, really just getting nice and cozy and snuggly. And again, just allowing your breath to flow freely in and out without trying to control it. Try and balance the inhalation and the exhalation. Allow the breath to flow freely in and out of your body. Breathing all the way down into your belly. Belly breathing or abdominal breathing is another beautiful way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest response. If you ever see sleeping babies or sleeping animals, you'll see them, they breathe beautifully in and out through their belly. Belly breathing sends a very powerful message to your brain. When we're stressed and in fight or flight, we tend to breathe shallowly. Our body is getting prepared to run away or fight a predator. Breathing in and out of our belly sends a powerful message up the brainstem, telling the mind that everything is okay. So the lovely thing about this technique is you don't necessarily have to have solved what's triggered you. Just slowing the breath down will start to calm your nervous system. Having the legs up the wall and reversing the flow of gravity means that the blood that normally has to work really hard going back up your legs to your heart is actually flowing really easily and freely back to your heart. And this calms the heart rate. Reversing the flow of gravity is also really good for many of the other systems in our body. Not only does it challenge the circulatory system in the completely opposite way to the way it's used to being challenged, it calms your nervous system, it calms your hormone system, encourages your lymph system to drain more effectively. Spending a few minutes every day in an inversion with your feet above your heart or your head below your heart is really good for you. And this particular pose, legs up the wall, in yoga known as Viparata Karini, is brilliant it's a brilliant pose to do just before you go to bed. Really soothing for the nervous system. We're going to take 2 more smooth breaths here. And then bend your knees, place your feet against the wall, and just rest there for a couple of breaths of transition. And then when you're ready, gently rolling over to your favorite side. Take a couple of breaths of transition.